talk about Inktober real quick, and then show you off a little bit of a Prime Vice PV sketch drawing that I knocked out before I finished my Inktober. So today is the last day of October, October 31st, and in the month of October, artists all over the world, because of Jake Parker's awesome idea, artists all over the world draw in ink and practice and get their time in drawing. And I've been doing traditional for the last couple of years, and I like traditional because of how I can use it for my business as a professional artist. And then somewhere along the line in that time, I forgot how to draw with pen and paper. And so this is a quick review of Inktober and my growth as an artist and what the purpose is for Inktober and why we use it. So here we go. Real quick, this month started, and I had not used my inks in a while. I have a lot of ink pens here. You can see them lined up, and so it'd been a while since I drawn with them, and so I kind of forgot how I use them and why I like them. So on October 1st, I started to practice, and I think I started the day or two before, when it was still September, so I can prepare for October. And as you can see, this ugly Batman drawing, it's ugly because I was just trying out all my different pens, just trying them all out, just trying to get a feel for what they did. And then I practiced the same. I still did the same pose, but now I cleaned it up. The style got better because it was my second try with the pose, but the inking was not there. By the time I did this inking Batman, I had put away half the ink pens because I realized which pens work well with this paper. Then decided to go ahead and start the Inktober, and I did this drawing, and of course it did not come out the way I wanted it. And I was really trying to use a thin line. I wanted it to draw it thin. That was what I wanted. The challenge was to get there and figure it out. So because I could not get the thin line, oh, thank you to my wifey Aisha Flores. I like it, thank you. Because I did not get what I wanted out of that pen, I tried a different pen. I still did not get what I want. And it's about exploration. To me, Inktober is about exploration, about creativity, and challenging yourself. I could have drawn Inktober on Surface or on the iPad, which is nothing wrong with doing that. But after hearing the debates in the beginning of October about what was the purpose and how was it designed, and even though artists are still going to use digital anytime because everybody has a right to do what they want, I decided that for myself I was going to take this chance to challenge myself, get back into my paper and pen, and explore. So here I am exploring. Then I did this drawing here, and it did not come out the way I wanted it. I wasn't happy, and that's when I realized that, you know what, I really need a lot of practice. I'm way behind. I'm trying to get this, get the feel for the pens, and it's not happening. So by time it got to be, I think day 3, I did this, and I still wasn't happy. But I said, you know what, I'm on my path. I'm gonna figure it out, and it's okay. You gotta draw something. It may not be perfect. It's not gonna be what you want, but you gotta get something out. You can't get stuck in your head thinking about what you're going to do and then not do it. So then that's when by day 2, I drew this, a similar Batman, and I was using a thick pen, and I was okay with that. And then I went back and redrew day 1 because I wanted to start it all over, and I drew Judge Judy with her Batman mask. By this time, I realized that I was just gonna do Inktober my way and pen, but draw Batman all the time, every day. It was all Batman. That was my theme. So I decided that it was going to be all Batman, and of course the classic Batman punching out Superman, because Batman is hardcore and Superman is a wimp. And every day I'm starting to try out things and get ideas as to how my pens work, what kind of texture I can get, and I was just going to try something, right? All along encouraging myself and anybody who's following my work. And I decided I tried out some cartoon style, real cartoony. I didn't get what I was after, but I'm getting my what do you call that, thin and thick lines?
Line widths.
Huh?
Different line widths?
Yeah, the line widths, but it has a name. Not values, widths.
Gradients, hashtags.
I forget.
I mean, cross-hatching.
No. Any case, there's a word. I forgot it. Not line width. Is it line width? Weights. Line weights. Did you say weights? I said weights. It's line weights.
Same thing.
So I'm trying to get my line weights correct, and that's when I go into the detail, right? I'm trying to get my line weights and control the pen. And of course, I have brush pens. I have pens that have a brushy end to it. And see, as you can see, this is a test line right here, right? I already drew some tests right here, trying to get the pen that is going to help me get the line weight that I want. So it's all still exploration and testing, and I kind of liked where I was going. And then bam, it started to click for me. It actually started to work the way I intended it. It started to give me the feel that I was looking for when drawing with ink. It's all exploration. It's all testing and trying things out. But then there comes a moment when it finally starts to connect with your brain, with the way it feels, and with the actual artwork that you see in your face. So I don't know how or why I skipped this page here, but there's a blank page. Anyway, so then I just started going at it. So of course I went back to some thick lines and some thicker markers and pens, but I was still trying my little line weights, and I wanted to have that style where on the cowl of the Batman mask there was this darkness in front of it. So now I'm just playing around. There are no line weights here. It's just one drawing with all the same thickness all around. Then of course I made an Aztec Batman, so he's got some of the Aztec gear on. And then the classic, I'm just looking through the internet, finding poses, finding Batman moves. Of course this was for a Wu-Tang Wednesday, and so Batman and the Wu-Tang. So then an Aztec Batgirl, no line weights, just clean. Another Batgirl, very clean. Batman, steampunk. And I'm still putting the pencil on, and I keep messing that up because it should be an ink pen, right? Because it's Inktober. Then here I am playing with some watercolor and just trying to see how it looks. I like the drawing. I like how it's starting to do my cross hatching. It's coming to me. Then I found a post online for some advertisements, some show. And they had a man and a woman in a car, and I said, well, what if Batman and Batgirl, right? That's what they are. Then I Scully Tuesday, so I did Batman. I kind of just threw it together. I'm not too happy about it, but that's how it goes. You just kind of trying things out. I started a Darth Vader, and I didn't like that, so scratch, just leave it. It stays in there. So this is a combination Batman and Darth Vader. And I think a couple weeks ago I did a review of the sketchbook at that point, and I think we got to this far. And so then now Batman is a b-boy, and it was suggested by Craig C, the artist, to do a b-boy Batman story. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. What would that story be? A comic book, he said. I don't know what the story would be. I just said, okay, that's cool. So then that's Batman. He's a b-boy. And very just clean and simple, just very few lines to get the point across. And then some days I have more time and I just kind of go in a little bit extra. And so I kind of cleaned up my shading, and it's just solid line work, just straight line work. So Batman and Darth Vader are b-boys, all right? Protect your neck. And then Batman got stranded one day. He's looking for Vader. He's like, where are you at? Where you at, Vader? So this is the 70s. They didn't have cell phones. He couldn't call nobody. And the reason Darth Vader was late is because Darth Vader's working. He's busy at the job. So Batman is doing the voiceover in the background saying, is Darth Vader going to have to choke a sucker? And so there it is, right? So I started thinking of a story. So here's, there we go, we're back. So this is Batman, Aztec Batman. So now more of an Aztec feel to where it got the gear, futuristic, old school on wearing, and still got the cape and the ears, right? So then just Batman, just looking around. Then another Scully Batman because it was Scully Tuesday. And then B-Boy Batman, and he's got the pencil gun. Alright, because he's out here knocking fools out with his art. And then we got the Dodgers when they are in the World Series. I think there's a game tonight. And so that's Batman and the Dodgers. He is playing baseball. And then Batman just jumping, got that classic pose. And so he got a big old pencil, which should have been a pen, but that's okay. I keep messing that up. I forget. Once I get drawing, that's it. I've been drawing people with pencils for a while. Then, of course, Batgirl. And this is yesterday's, and that's because she's hyped because people are drawing, and we're almost at the end of the month. And then today is 31st, and we have Batgirl saying Inktober 2013. And I should actually draw a little skull here because it's a Scully Tuesday, all right? So for Scully Tuesday, we got to draw a little skull. Yeah, we're going to do it like that. So I kind of just sketch out the little quick idea of what I'm going to do. Then I go in. This is just skull right there. See, very simple. Not a big deal. Don't get caught up in all the details and what could be, should be. Just draw something. Looks like it has a beard. It's really not a skull, but whatever's. There it is. Inktober 2017. This is the end. And big ups to all the artists who stay true and work on Inktober drawing every day of the month of October. And for those of you who did not finish and got sidetracked or life gets in the way, that's okay. You don't have to wait till October to draw. You don't have to wait till a particular time of the year or the month to pick up your markers, your pencils, your pens, some paper or a tablet to draw what you need to draw and explore your creativity, explore your talent, see where it takes you, see where it leads to. DJ Cubert, let's go.